All right, Shalom. I want to start off with giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Harakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. And I got a few articles I want to go through real quick through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, as the brothers just sent these articles to the chat. All right, so here it is from NewYorkPost.com. It says Ticketmaster to require negative COVID-19 test or vaccination to attend concerts. So it says wallet, check, water, check, COVID-19 test. The pre-concert checklist for music fans is about to get more complicated as Ticketmaster is planning to check the coronavirus vaccination status of concert goers prior to shows once a treatment is approved, Billboard reported Wednesday. All right. And it's really not going to get too complicated for individuals that, really want to go to concerts, really don't mind of getting a vaccine, really, don't know their right from their left. All right. That's just ignorant and that's willing to just take these things without question. All right. It says the ticketing giant plans to have customers use their cell phones to verify their inculation or whether they've tested negative for the virus within a 24 to 72-hour window. According to the exclusive report, the plan, which is still being ironed out, will utilize three separate components, including the California-based company's digital ticketing app, third-party health information firms like Clear, HealthPass, and testing vaccination distributors like LabCorp or CVS Minute Clinic. Ticketmaster will reportedly not store or access medical records under the plan. If approved, fans would need to verify that they've either already been vaccinated or have tested negative as recently as 24 hours prior to the show. Concert goers would then instruct a lab to send over test results to companies like Clear Health Pass, or IBM's Digital Health Pass, which would verify the fan's status to Ticketmaster. Anyone who tests positive or doesn't get screened won't be granted access. Won't be granted access to the event venue, Billboard reported. The digital ticketing app will also eliminate the need for paper tickets and can be prohibited from being resold, according to the report. So you see the plan? All right. Let's read this last part again. The digital ticketing app will also eliminate need for paper tickets. Remember, what were they talking about dealing with the dollar or dealing with the cash? What were they saying? They were saying the virus can stay on cash for a while. So a lot of their plan was, let's get rid of the cash. And that goes for coins as well. All right. Because remember, everything is getting pushed to a digital agenda. This is part of the gradualism for a digital agenda, but not also just the digital agenda, right? As far as money, but also going into what? From vaccines to what? To the mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip, right? It says the digital ticketing app will also eliminate the need for paper tickets and can be prohibited from being resold, according to the report. The announcement comes just 2 days after Pfizer said results from a phase 3 trial shows its vaccine candidate is more than 90% effective or far more successful than a seasonal flu shot, which had an efficacy rate of 29% during 2018-19 flu season, according to the CDC. All right, so you see the gradualism they're pushing here, right? You see it. They're slowly pushing it in of, no test, no access. All right, and this is just starting with concerts. All right, hospitals are going to follow suit. Jobs are going to follow suit. See, this thing is going to be made mandatory further coming down the line. And Biden is going to be the man to do it. All right, now whether Trump stays in office or not, whatever he, try to do a finesse move and stay in office, you know, this agenda is still going to be pushed. But we believe that Biden is the man that's going to do it. Right? Biden's already talking about the microchip. Biden, believe yesterday or 2 days ago, he stated, what did he say? He said, I won't be in office until January 1st, but go put on a mask. You see? So you see how Biden's coming. Biden is going to lock things down. All right. Hey, I believe he's going to make having a vaccine mandatory. All right. So got another article I want to go into, but let's go into this word first. Gradualism. It says a policy of gradual reform rather than sudden change or revolution, because he knows he can't just drop a bomb on you real quick, right? He has to do it to you in a gradual manner. He got to slowly push it on you, so you slowly start to accept it. All right, because everything it starts in the mind first. All right, you may see things at first, and you know what, you see things and you say, I'm not accepting that. I ain't going for that. But after a period of time, in your mind, once you start getting used to different things, you say, you know what, this doesn't seem so bad. I can deal with this, right? Just like this mask situation going on now. People will just say, oh, we can still have fun. Let's just go out with the mask on. And the whole mask thing on their face, it doesn't even affect them anymore. It's like, okay, well, we can still do what we got to do. We just got the mask on. And I'm not talking about like going to work and things like that, because that's, something, you have to do more, but I'm talking about like far as going out or, trying to having some enjoyment, outdoor activities or whatnot. All right. So gradualism, it's something slowly that's being pushed on you. All right. Let's go into the scripture real quick. Let's go to the book of 2 Corinthians 2, verse 11. And it reads, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Let's go into this word ignorant. All right. Goes into what? Egnoeo. Not to know. Through lack of information or intelligence. To ignore. Ignorant. Not to know. Not understand. Unknown. Meaning to be ignorant. All right. See, we are not ignorant of his devices that he's pushing. We're not ignorant of the things, that he wants to do to us in the wrath and the wrath that he wants to push on the whole world, right? Or his new world order that he wants to push on the whole world, which in doing so, he's going to come down with great wrath. See, we are not ignorant of that. Now, dealing with our people that's hard-headed and refuse to hearken unto the men of the Lord, the servants, the prophets, the scriptures say this, Hosea 4 verse 6, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. See, they reject the words of Yahweh Shem Shai. They reject the counsel of the Lord. I will also reject thee, that thou should be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten thy law of thy God, and I will also forget thy children. All right. So our people lack knowledge. All right. And what does that mean? They are ignorant. They are ignorant. But see, we are not ignorant. 2 Corinthians 2, verse 11 again, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Let's go into that word ignorant. Let's go into that word ignorant. It says Satanas. Satanas. All right. It says the accuser, that is the devil. Now, this is not talking about the spiritual demon Satan, but this is talking about the man that plays the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan on the earth. Let's prove that. Let's go to the book of 2 Thessalonians 2, verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Right? This word perdition goes into what? It's going to apolia, from a presumed derivative of G622, ruin or loss, physical, spiritual, or eternal, damnable, nation, destruction, perish, pernicious ways, waste. Okay, so it goes into destruction. All right, and this is talking about Esau, Edom, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he as the Most High sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. And this is E all the way. There's so many ways you can point E to this, right? See, he opposes himself as if he is if he is above the Most High, because he says, you know what, my way is better. All right, who you people call God, he didn't do it the right way. All right, he didn't do it the right way. All right, he made this animal to be this particular way. Well, we got a better way. He made this plant to be this way. We got a better way. Oh, you know what? He made 2 genders. We got a better way. Let there be 12. Let there be 17. You see? Oh, we don't like how he makes it rain at the time he wants to do it. We got a better way, you see? So he exalted himself above all that is called the Most High, right? Who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he as the Most High sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. So to the world he portrays that he is the Most High. All right. Okay. I can determine, how to help people. All right. I got the ways of healing. I got the ways the instruments and the ways of death. So everything is controlled and by me through the way of me, E. It says, remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. And now ye know that withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him, whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish. All right, so that's the point that I want to touch on, that whose coming whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonder, and with all deceivableness and unrighteousness. This is E. He's coming with all deceivableness of unrighteousness. But see, he makes it look as if what he's doing is going to benefit you. He makes it look as if to the world as, you know what, God might have did these things this way, but you see, I'm doing it my way, and my way has advanced the human race. I'm just saying how they would say it. My way have advanced the human race. The world would not be a better place. The world would not exist the way it does or flourish the way it does if it wasn't for me. You see? But see, we know all credit goes to Yahweh Shemam Shai. Everything goes back to Yahweh Shemam Shai. He even gave this devil the so-called wisdom of this world that he has today. Like E's an evil genius, man. But who gave him that knowledge? That left hand knowledge? The Most High. But see, E, being the devil he is, being a proud person he is like, you know what? This was all me. I did this. I control this. I do that. Me. But see, that's how he's coming. He's coming with those different those signs and lying wonders. Would you think the RFID microchip, the mark of the beast, is going to go into? Right? That's one of Eve's lying wonders. Right? And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness. So one of his main traits, Esau's main traits, is what? Deception. That's one of his main traits. Right? Because when you go to the book of Revelation, and I'm just going to hit the point real quick. I don't want to touch on the whole thing. Let's see. No, that's Revelation 20. Let's see. Revelation 20 verse 7, it says, and when 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison. Right? So at a period of time, Esau was what? He was in bondage. Okay? And after those 1,000 years were expired, right? After the Byzantine Empire, what happened? And he shall go out to deceive. Didn't I just say one of his main traits is what? Deception. And shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth. There you go. All right. So after that 1,000-year period, he came out of bondage and what? Began to deceive. Okay. He began to deceive. All right. So, this is a part of his deception. Part of his deception is, you know what? I'm going to make everything better. Everything is going to be all right. Just take the vaccine, right? Everything is going to be okay. Then it's going to further go down the line and be pushed to be mandatory or to have access to all these different things to later going into the gradualism of going to what? His main agenda, right? What they would call that? The main event of the New World Order plan, all right? To have everyone what? Chipped. Okay, that's his main goal. So everything is being led up to that ultimately. And I'll just read the top article of this real quick. It says kids as young as 11 years old would be able to consent to vaccinations under a new bill proposed in Washington, D.C. Biden ain't been selected, right, that long, but everything's starting to get pushed. Children as young as 11 could be allowed to get recommended vaccinations, despite their parents' disapproval, according to a new bill proposed in Washington, D.C. The bill passed 12-1, but will need to be passed a second time and then receive Mayor Bowser's signature in order to become law. It would allow kids who are deemed capable of having informed consent to get government-recommended inoculations, including the HPV vaccine, without needing their parents' approval. So there you go. They pushing it out that, you know what? You ain't got to listen to your parents. If you want the vaccine, you can get it. You see? So, I just wanted to touch on that through the spirit, Lord, one of the was that I found. Until next time, I want to say shalom.